Hi everybody, welcome back to the Corvette Genius channel. Today we're going to talk about electric motor for the headlight assembly. It is fairly common now that these cars are 25 plus years old that you get a headlight motor that when you turn the headlights on, you'll hear it go click, click, click. And the problem really is not the motor itself in most cases. This is a factory original motor, and we took it out as an assembly with the headlight and mounting bracket, which is how you have to do it. And we've already taken this apart and cleaned it out, but what I want to show you is what happens inside this gear. You'll see a lot of people talk about, oh, you have to replace this with a brass gear. I yet, in probably taken 25 or more of these apart, have yet to see the gear, the plastic factory gear that goes bad. What it is these three little pellets that are part of the drive system. And the way this works is these little pellets go in each one of these little notches, and these act as they go down in these grooves on this gear, and as this gear is being driven, these act as basically like little shock absorbers, and so they give it a little bit of give when this gear is being driven and the headlight is being turned open. What happens is over time, as this gear is driven back and forth, those little pellets start to wear down and disintegrate. And eventually, this is what happens. They just turn to a powder. And you can see right there. That is what's left of the old pellets. These little plastic bushings. And so what we've done is ordered a gear kit. You can buy just these plastic bushings, but they are almost the same price as buying a bushing and pellet kit all together. This is how I buy, and this is the part that I stock. But you can see on this new gear and the old gear, there really is almost no wear at all. It would make sense while you're changing the bushings to replace the gear itself. If this gear gets worn, a groove gets cut here in the middle where this worm gear drive, which is metal on the motor, will cut into this. But in all the ones that I've changed, I've never seen one that's worn so bad that I would recommend replacing with the more expensive bronze gear. Since the pellets are about the same price as the pellet and a gear, this is how I order them. This particular one I purchased from Corvette Pacifica, who's always given me great service and fast shipping, E6205. The other thing you're going to need is this outer gasket, and that's going to go right on here, and basically that's just a little water gasket to keep water out of there when you replace this in the housing. So that's what it's all about. There's several videos out there on disassembling and reassembling these and getting them apart, but nobody ever says the why behind it, and so I wanted to share that with you. We could clean this original gear off and re-grease it and put it back together, but really all we're going to need to do is our three pellets. We will put a little bit of grease in here when we assemble it. Here's our drive gear that's going to go right through here. And when this goes together, We rotate this just a little bit, and it's going to just, you can see right in there now how that sets up against one of the 3 pellets that's in there. And we're just going to push that together. And with the addition of a little bit of grease, this would be ready to drop back in the hole. You always want to make sure and note before you clean this out, because there will be plastic bushing debris in here everywhere. We had already cleaned that out. You'll clean that out, make a note of where your washers, your shims are, and then this is ready to, this gear and drive assembly is ready to go back in the motor. And so from there it's just gasket, housing, and put it back together. It's really not that complicated and not as scary as it sounds like. And since these parts are readily available and you have a great solution with new pellets and drive gear, you are set to go. This is the hardware that's holds the motor to the housing, and we can go through that on a different video. But I just wanted to show you when your headlight motor is making noise, you don't need to replace the whole motor. You don't need a $50 bronze gear. You just need your new plastic pellets. That is all it takes to fix this motor and have it working for the next 25 years. That's your video for today. Thanks for watching. If you like the content and learning how to do repairs to your Corvette, please hit the subscribe button below and like the channel, and please share to your social media sites, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram, whether it's a Corvette related website. I always appreciate getting the message out to more people with good quality content on repairs for your Corvette. Again, Brad Hillhouse, the Corvette Genius. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.